Welcome back to another creepy and scary video. It's your boy Jet Ski Chuck. Just fueling up, getting stuff ready for tonight's live. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Hyper mode, activate. Hyper mode, activate. What's good, y'all? What it do? Always feel like someone's watching me. Hyper mode, activate, man. What is good? Hit that like and subscribe button. Play. Hyper mode. Engage. What's good? Blackwater's 9. It's getting muggy. Shout out to Tree Time for the beat. Hey. Thick cut. What it do? Mob in, y'all. They talking about asylums. Y'all got me delving into these cabbage patch. We finding out sheep growing on trees. These creepy and scary videos, y'all going sick. I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it today. I'm gonna be honest, man. These creepy and scary boys is tripping your boy out. But we are on these waters. We are on these waters, y'all. Let's go. You said, how do I feel about them pressing the buttons? Man, I feel like that every day that button's getting pressed, to be honest with you, Enlighten. You know, I'm grateful for every single day, to be honest with you. It's just like, man, I be feeling like that button getting pressed every single night. You know, so it's a privilege that I'm here able to say this to you right now. Breathing this out. Yeah, we're live, y'all. What's up, man? Everybody tap in, man. Hit that like button. Regroup. We gotta regroup in this thing. Regroup. Shout out Tree Time for the beat. What's up, Joe? Stu in the building.
Tree time.
Steve, what's up? But yeah, guys, we just got a little light work today. Waiting for everybody to get in here. Submersible, activate. What is up, my people? Check in for the win. What's up, Jesky? Finally caught a live from Chicago in the building. Said Shorty, half pint. Let's go. Thug Life. Tupac in here. Shout out everybody. I appreciate you guys, man. We made it. Little big. Little red big smile. Welcome. You did make it. I hope you guys got your submersibles on full oxygen levels, you know. And for the guys that's riding, you know, for everyone that's riding with me in this submersible, you know, we got a interesting one today. We have an interesting one. You said I got the Optimus Prime. Yeah, man. Ah, man, I'm not celebrity status. We are chilling. Imagine I'm that coworker, you know, that be bugging you at the press. That's all I am. I'm that coworker that'll come bug you on the line, you know. I left my machine to come talk to you. I'm that coworker. I leave my machine running. I'll come talk to you. I'll be like, hey, man, did you hear about the new moon cycle? Yeah, man, it's going to be a crazy one, man. Yeah, last night I seen this UFO. Yeah, man, I'm coming to you talking about all that stuff. The supervisor going to be like, hey, Chuck, get back to your station. Ah, man, I'm going to catch you in a little bit, man. What time's your break? All right, we need to get our breaks linked up so we can take our breaks together. Yeah, I'm him. That's me. I'm that coworker that'll come get at you. We got to take our breaks together so we can figure this out, man. These Tartarian buildings looking the same. You know, these Cabbage Patch, man, we got to talk about this. Slapping our food in the microwave, y'all already know. Shout out to Texas. What's good, Ashley? Got the war cry. Warren Webb going crazy. What's up, John? Lawana in this thing. Lightning Pro D. What's going on, man? I'm feeling good, man. What's up? You know, I took a dummy nap today. I took like a 3, 4 hour nap. I needed it, man. I needed it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I'm like, what better way to dig off into these creepy and scary videos? Jump off into some of these creepy and scary asylums, these old asylums. You know, they saying this stuff got orphanage. I don't know. I haven't watched this stuff, man. Everything I do, I try to, get everything lined up for you, right? But I don't watch none of this stuff. Most of the stuff is a live reaction, unless I already seen it on a previous video. But this stuff I'm playing today, this is live, you know. I don't know, man. I might. What did I eat today? I don't think I ate anything all day today. It's been an all day fast. If I do eat something, I'm digging off in that deep freezer and I'm snapping a frozen pizza in half and I'm throwing it in the air fryer. I think I got some DiGiorno's in the deep fryer, y'all. I mean the air fryer. What are you guys eating? What y'all eating today, man? I got a little, let me get some background music. Yeah, just a little background music going, man. Yo, what up, North Dakota? Miss I wanted to say gutter. Good Miss Gutteress. Gutteress. Let's go. Jimbo Harris, welcome. John, welcome. David Walker. Heck yeah, bro. Definitely gotta get some gummy worms. Hey. Or organic fresh bread. Milled bread. Sour style. Indian food. You guys are eating good. I've been, I might just do a fast. Hot and sour soup. Pepperoni pizza with garlic shells. Yummy. Shout out Fresno, Cali. Paul in this thing. I see you. Shout out to Paul. What's good? We're just chilling, man. I had some stuff I wanted to cover. But I love talking to y'all, man. I like checking in. What's today? Wednesday? We halfway there. We almost to Friday. Y'all. Got busy day Friday. Potato salad. I made it today. You did, Paul. You made it. All right, guys. We are in for, you seen the thumbnail before you clicked on it. So you know what this is about. You know it's another creepy, scary video. Disturbing discoveries within the Dark Waters 9. Pulling the data from these waters and bringing it straight back. That's all I do. That's all I do in these waters, man. Grab the data and pull it back. This first video, we're going to huge shout out to my lunch break. You already know. I figured before we even dive into these asylums, we need to be somewhat guided into somewhat of the history of what transpired, possibly for entertainment purposes. Do your own research on everything, of course. But I am a huge fan of my lunch break, and I'm like, what better person to find out what's going on possibly with these old orphanage, these buildings, maybe shed just a little bit of light on some of the lies we have been fed. So I'm excited because this is my first time watching it. I haven't seen this yet. So this is all live reaction, boys. We can do together. Be sure you go give them a like the original video. Link is going to be in the description. Um, but yeah, this is just off the top of the dome freestyle with this knowledge. You know, when I find something out, we may look into it a little bit more, see if we can pull up some Google images and really dive into it. That's what I love doing because this stuff is interesting. But at the same time, I'm gonna be honest, it's getting creepy. These cabbage growing sheep, you know, that's creepy. Imagine a real one. You know, we got a photo of a supposed real one. I don't know if you guys seen it. You need to go back and watch them, boys. If you're just now tuning in, man, I got like 3 or 4 videos, a couple lives diving into this. Shout out to Mine Unveiled. You know, they're really putting the pieces together, and I'm learning about this stuff. So it's crazy, you know. It's definitely blowing my mind. But further ado, we're gonna jump into this video and we're gonna dissect it together. Um, feel free to go watch the original video, but we're gonna put our reaction spin on it and dive into certain clues and pieces that we may pick up on. Shout out to my lunch break. Let's dive in. Mine Unveiled, and I'm telling you, man, that we got a lot of. I probably only watched 2 or 3 videos. I'm huge supporters of them, but I take my time with really good stuff. When something's really good, you gotta take your time with it and really, you know, digest it and soak it in. So it's like I'm not trying to rush through the videos. I'm trying to really see what he's saying because they're putting the pieces together, aren't they? For entertainment purposes only, man. We're gonna need a Tartarian University, at this rate. We're gonna need certifications in this for entertainment purposes only. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't come for me. Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Do your own research on everything. Pull up your own conclusions. We just gather the data on these waters. That's all we do, is gather the data on these waters. Hit that like button. You already know, man. Hit that like one time. If you're watching on your phone, get up, find your phone. If you're watching on your TV, get up, find your phone, type in Jet Ski Chuck, go to live, and you'll find this video. Because this ain't a regular episode. This is a live where the people, we talk back. And pretty soon, I might do it right now. If y'all want to jump in and talk what you know what's going on, man, jump in the Discord. You got a mic? Jump in the Discord server. We could talk about it. You could jump in the live. And if you got a video, I'll put you above me. Just try not to cuss, man. We try not to cuss, man, on these waters. I don't try to cuss. I don't try to say none of the N word. I don't like saying the R word. I don't like, any words, Not that we soft or anything. It's just the vibrational frequencies when you say those type of words just is like, dang, you kind of hard with it, So like, even when I'm watching creepy and scary TikToks, when someone's cussing a lot or, it says a lot, not that I'm trying to judge somebody, but it's just like the vibrational, how I feel from it just ain't that ain't it, man. We can communicate different ways, you know, get our points across vividly in different aspects of the conversation realm. It doesn't have to be that, you know. That's all I'm saying, you know. But if we out and about partying and, you know, you feeling it and you let a couple, hey, I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying what we try to do on these waters. You know, we ain't gotta, there's a whole beautiful list of words. Talk to me in a different language. Say something in, you know, your heritage or something to replace it or something. I don't know. But yeah, for real though, what y'all talking about? It's like we live, man. We could talk about this stuff. Michael Jet, you the truth, man. You the truth, bro. For real. Discord should be in my bio or link somewhere. I gotta do better, man. But yeah, you know, we try to keep it clean on these waters, man. I don't like saying the N word, the R word, you know, and all the rest of the, you know, other words, you know, must be. Oh man, this is. Hey, I get it.
So we have an understanding.
Again, if you're just joining me, this is a reaction to my lunch break. Huge shout out to him. Man, he makes me excited about history like I've never been before. Like, and I hated social studies. Hate is a strong word, but man, I used to walk in class, man, I gotta learn about this Christopher Columbus. The Boston Tea Party, I don't care. The capital of this is I don't care. But if you were talking to me about these ancient structures and what's been going down, you know, man, it would have been a little bit more interesting, man. It just was not interesting to me at all. And look at me. I'm making videos about history for entertainment purposes only, you know. You know what I mean? I'm making these videos for, you know, talking about history. Who would have knew? Somebody would have said that to me, you know, in high school. I would be like, you lying. But the first thing I said to, you're lying, bro. For real, man. What are we doing? We playing this video? Oh yeah. We chilling, man. What's up, man? We linking up. We linking up after this. What's going on, man? We don't even gotta play this video. We all can go hang out somewhere, man, and really dive into this stuff, man. But since we got this platform, I guess we might as well. We might as well play this video since we can't link up. You know? But I do have some. All right, I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say too much, but your boy working on other projects. I will say that. No, never mind. I ain't even just say that. Rewind what I just said.
Understanding of how these names, towns, and buildings are connected through the AI. There is a reoccurring fire theme. There are all these strange patterns where we have hours and hours of documented evidence of this.
Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's go.
We focus on the old world here and the previous civilization and the hidden coded messages within these false narratives, and it all translates into today's world 100%. We know that the airports are so strange, and in my opinion, especially the big ones, they were previously there and we have added on to them. We know that the Denver airport is strange in itself, said to have many buildings that are under the ground. And when we look at the O'Hare International Airport, and we have its location and see the address, we find something very strange. Again, coded messages, even in addresses for airports. Here we go. We see 10000 Bessie Coleman Drive, Chicago, Illinois, with a zip code of.
Hold on, let me make sure this is the one. Oh yeah, this is the one. I'm like, orphanage, this has to be. Yeah, this is it. This is the orphanage video. I just had to make sure. It's like airport. Hey, he's going. I'm not doubting it. I'm just double checking, man, because I haven't seen this.
60666. We have a lot of interesting things to look into today, including giants. And I sent out a poll on X, and you guys voted that you wanted me to talk more about orphans and go much, much deeper. Welcome to episode 52 of my lunch break. I hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new, welcome.
I love that, man. This is so tight, man. I'm excited.
And I want to thank all of our sponsors over on Patreon. Thank you to FlatEarthDave.com. You can check out his app. I'll put the link in the description, and you can use my referral code, MLB. The app is awesome. It shows a lot of videos that are really hard to find. They've got them all in great playlists. He also has my lunch break on the homeschool section of the app, which is really cool. Thank you for that. Thank you to Rebecca K, Don Gaston, Jay.
Well, yeah, definitely support him if you can. The app looks interesting too. I'm not gonna lie.
We visited the Cahokia Mounds, which is clearly a massive pyramid, right next to St. Louis. We have boots on the ground footage in episode 45, and I thought that we covered the best parts of that story until I found this article titled The Cahokia Mounds Complex, Ancient Open Air University of North America, for teaching navigation and cyclic astronomy. Here we go. We scroll down and find this paragraph. In the 1880s, archaeologists went into the site and found a vast amount of skeletal evidence in the mounds, sometimes in deep chambers, far from the surface. They found very large individuals, achieving heights of 7 to 8 feet in stature. In a few instances, the skeletons had 6 fingers, 6 toes, and double rows of teeth, where hair was still present. It was often red or blonde in color. All right, interesting. I don't remember being taught of the 6-fingered giants. Well, let's keep going. Here in the very next paragraph, I think we find which group is being controlled and being told to hide this information from us. I look at this group as a front. I think they're being told to do this by the hidden group, but let's see what happened here. And you, of course, can decide for yourself. John Wesley Powell lived with the Indians, and of course, became the first director of the U.S. Bureau of Ethnology at the Smithsonian Institute. Powell started deciding what we were going to learn, deciding that the Indians were the only people who had ever been in the Americas prior to Columbus.
We don't get a vote at least. You just gonna, for entertainment purposes only, of course, but you only gonna just take, we can't get a vote at least of what we think. Can we at least have 4 different ideas next to the main one and take a vote before we go ahead and publish the textbooks? It's like what y'all say is, this is what we gotta go with. Can we get a vote? A lot of new evidences came forward,
So, he tells us that the Indians were responsible for the Cahokia Mounds. Very interesting. And also, Columbus, in my opinion, was not a real character, and just another story where if you think he was good or bad, you are admitting that he was real, when in reality, he's a fictional character to attempt to set up their ridiculous timeline. Are you ready to go even deeper? We have fully documented, reliable accounts of the Smithsonian Institute personnel traveling to the 1800s communities in Middle America to take possession of large skeletons exhumed from the mounds, where they have this information documented in papers. Then we have Patricia Mason of Ohio reaching out to the Smithsonian Institute for more information to try to find these giant skeletons that were somehow gifted to this museum, or you could call it a burn pit, because they told Patricia that the Smithsonian Institute never received any of these items. So we clearly have an operation here. We are starting to see who is doing what. We are seeing key players in the game, and who is attempting to hide our past from us. At this point, there were 100% giants in my opinion. The doors that we've seen here are massive. They aren't for us. Buildings are way too big. They aren't proportionate to our size at all. And when you find this article from 1891, where it states that the old Catholic temple erected at Cahokia 120 years ago in 1771, which was 5 years before the USA was even found. It was abandoned as a church. The old temple has an interesting history. Well, I'm sure it does. A temple in Cahokia from 1771. And wait, what did they say was 24 inches under the dirt at Cahokia from episode 45? What appeared to be the outline of the temple. Was this temple and these giant bones here so much closer to our timeline than we are told, covered up by dirt at some point after 1891. They could be talking about another temple, located in the same town of Cahokia. But how many temples does one small town have in 1771? This is all very strange. Either this is the temple, and it was built in 1771, and this was common knowledge, possibly by giants, or Cahokia was filled with temples. It's very interesting.
Man, there's something about these temples and these vibrations, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. When I took a nap earlier today, I was sleeping on a metal bed frame, and my fan was right next to my metal bed frame, and it was making like this vibration sound. It was like a woo. It wasn't the normal fan. It was the vibration from the fan's motor rattling my metal bed frame. And it made like this vibration, like a mild woo. And I'm sitting there thinking like, man, what if like the temples had like this type of vibration frequency all around? I said, I don't want to move. The vibration frequency felt so good, I didn't want to move. I said, I'm going to try my best to stay perfectly still so this vibrational frequency I don't mess it up, because I feel like the sound is perfect. Like it's rattling right against the bed frame, making that perfect hum. And I'm just sitting there thinking, before I went to bed, I was like knocked out in like 10 seconds after that. But right before I went to sleep, I was thinking, man, I wonder if like those ancient temples, like the one we're looking at, what if these boys was spinning? Look, what if it's just this color because of the mud flood? Think about this for a second, y'all. What if this temple was just this color just because of the mud flood and they digged it up? And what if all this different stuff was able to move, maybe? Like, I know that there's some temples that we can find where they got the actual bearings of like the pillars, where they can move the pillars. Don't make me look it up, because I will. All right, I'm going to look it up, man. You don't believe me. Y'all don't believe me. That's all right, though. That's why we own these waters. It's nothing for me to find that moving pillar, because we own these waters. What y'all want me to do? 'Cause I will do it. We are on these waters, and I will find it. Here we go, right here, y'all. Stop playing with me. What do we want to ride in? How you sending? Oh. How you sitting? Check this out. Try to make it a little bit bigger. Chat, where'd you go? Hold on, I gotta bring chat back up. You said play some music? Alright, say less. I can play music. Don't trip. Alright. Hold on, let me pull up chat so I can see what y'all talking about, man. How you sitting? Alright, y'all, say something. Alright. Hit that like button, man. We got 270 in here pushing 3. Hit that like. Y'all don't believe me about these temples spinning. Look. Them temples we was just looking at, guess what? Them boys spinning back in the day. So imagine you're asleep in one of these temples back in the day. They just made this. Fallen angel, Anaki, whatever you want to call it, giant made this temple. Right? This the first day it's been made. You're asleep in a temple. You're asleep. You're asleep in the temple like this. The whole building is vibrating. Look at this. The whole building is vibrating like this. You're gonna be getting some good sleep. You be getting good sleep on the airplane because the airplane engine makes a good noise. That's just a one engine. Imagine a vibrational frequency tuned to healing your body for entertainment purposes only. And the whole building is what? You're getting straight healed. I'm like, man, turn the frequencies up, man. They stressed me out at the trade market yesterday, man. They just sold me 4 cows where I normally get them for the 6 cows for about 300 gold, man. Turn up the frequency. No problem, Jed. Them capacitors, energy, they was probably generating off these boys. If you really want to get into it, these boys was probably magnetic. Yes. If we go back to the Ferris wheels, the giant Ferris wheels that we saw in Shalaga World Fair, magnetic technology. How else would they generate those giant buses? I can't make this up. All I have is a forklift certification. That's it. I cannot make this up. For entertainment purposes only. Alright, we back. Damn, man. Do I get a lunch break on these waters? And the temp agency said if you wanted to be on these dark waters, it was a 5-hour, process, but you get a 15-minute, I don't need 15 minutes. I just need, 1. But look at this real quick, y'all. $300 people in here. Smash that like button one time. Nobody knows what the shape of the earth is. But I will tell you one thing. Geocentric sounds more closer to the earth being a realm, and the earth being a realm is what I agree with. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, what y'all talking about, man? Alright, Darso, you already know. Soul Alpha, you already know. Enlighten, what up? Earth. John, you know what's up. I wish I was making pizza in the air fryer, cinch. That's not a bad idea. I should have did that. I got the DiGiorno stuffed crust, sausage pep. Nothing crazy, man. I be getting tired of eating pizzas. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not doing this because it's. I do it to stay alive. If it was up to me, I would like I don't know, maybe some fresh fried chicken, some fresh fish and chips, um, some shredded chicken tacos, meat and cheese, some salsa, some Spanish rice, authentic salsa. I do I do the pizzas just to get by, and jump right back on these waters. Joe Towers, what's good? Smash like the Hawk. Dan, I appreciate you. Alright, y'all, we're gonna dive right back into it. But yeah, just imagine, guys, this vibrating on a different day. Why would this pillar spin? This is a big deal.
stuff. I mean, in 2023, almost 2024, how many temples does your town have? In 1771, I guess they just had a bunch of temples all over the place. What is going on here? Especially when St. Clair County, the county that Cahokia is located in, wasn't even found until April 27th, 1790.
And guys, I apologize about the audio. I really be trying, man. I be doing my best with the audio, but you know, I try, man. I'm doing my best.
Which is like 20 years after they say this.
Joe Towers, the $5 for that squirting gas, man. Good looking, man. Shout out to Joe Towers. That's a real one, man. Hey, huge shout out to Joe. Members, let's get some life vest in the chat for Joe, man. They're gonna need to catch up because we got just a couple the gas we needed to turn the NOS up. Hyper mode, activate. Good looking, Joe. This boy runs off quantum fuel, dilithium crystals. That's not cheap.
This temple was built. The mainstream history is a complete mess at this point. It isn't logical at all. The truth is smooth. It makes sense. There aren't holes in the truth. A lie is a mess and all over the place. And this is exactly why we fully trust the mainstream narrative. Oh wait, we don't? Now in Columbus, Ohio, we are given one of the most important narratives to this point, to our research, in my opinion. We have the Pontifical College, Josephinum, where Joseph comes over to the USA from Germany in 1867. 3 years later, he becomes a priest and has his own church within a few months. And he gets to buy the house next door, of course, to support 12 orphans. And do we all know about the orphans at this point? Possibly a repopulation tactic that was going on in the 1800s. It's very interesting. Was it only 12 orphans? Or was this one of the places that they would send the orphans through to get them into society? Because who would ever question Joseph the priest from the 1800s? You know, the guy that just randomly shows up from Germany, has all the money ready to buy houses somehow, to support orphans. It all checks out, of course. Simple stuff for Joseph. This was known as the St. Joseph Orphan Asylum. It grew so rapidly, for some weird and of course, very random reason, that 5 years after it began, Joseph moved the operation closer to the railroad, which is how these individuals would be dispersed throughout the country. So this is a paragraph of admission. We are being told, down to the smallest detail, how this operation worked. It would go through churches. They would bring a manager type over from Europe, call them a priest, give them a house, give them the resources to run these operations, purchasing new buildings with ease to run the program. So not only do you have the World's Fairs that were a repopulation tactic, you had these orphan trains and orphan hubs where they would be dropped off and planted into society. The new facility that Joseph was just finding and saying was his. I want to make that clear, he wasn't building anything. He was...
Yo. This stuff's too much, man. This is creepy and scary for real. Good looking, Joe. Nah, this stuff creepy for real, y'all. Sometimes I just need a minute, man, because it just be like, we've been really lied to.
Was given these buildings that were already there from the previous civilization. So the new building gave the orphans a training in the trades. So this Joseph guy was obviously sent with a purpose to repopulate and teach to a brand new society, one that didn't have any skills. This right here is how you reset a society's technology level.
Yo, shout out Joe for the 199. Joe Breeding, let's go.
The teacher is never in charge of what the students learn. This Joseph character is a teacher of a class. He is not the principal of the school. There are many schools. He is clearly taking direction as to what the students of the new society will learn. There were many classes like this one all over the country, happening simultaneously. This was an operation. This went on for 12 years. With zero backstory, finds the Collegium Josephinum, this massive college, is just found and ready to roll. No clue where the money came from. No mention of how many men were needed to build this place. Just
If you guys are just joining us, this is a reaction to my lunch break 1800 orphanage video. Be sure to like and check him out, and be sure to like this video and check me out. Lots of interesting stuff.
found it, and its first class of 23 men began. It's unbelievable. This is one of the most important stories to our research, in my opinion, because it shows exactly how the operation took place. It's actually laying it all out there and shows us exactly how they repopulated these regions in the USA. It shows us the operation with the orphans, the teaching programs, and this was our base for our technological knowledge. Whoever controlled this operation from the top has all of the technology from the previous civilization and is controlling what technology we get to have. And they've clearly been doing this for a very long time. And for anyone that's on the fence, we have the St. Vincent's Infant Asylum, located in Baltimore, where we have tunnels under the ground. This infant asylum was in use in the mid-1800s, during the same time period as German transfer Joseph. And what do you know? In the early 1900s, the operation was done, and they declined new orphans. 1941, they changed this to apartments. And in 2015, they light it up and try to destroy it with a fire, but they fail. So 3 years later, what do you think happens? 2018, the building was illegally demolished without a permit. You literally can't make this stuff up. It gets more and more obvious. If you're still on the fence, let's go even deeper. We have the St. Mary's Orphan Asylum, located in Galveston, Texas, where they tell us that this one is haunted. Now, I've talked about hauntings before briefly. I'm not going to say that there aren't any hauntings, but when it comes to these old world buildings, I think it was a tactic to keep people away from them.
Oh my goodness. How many movies can you name are based in haunted orphanages? Huh? It makes sense.
Just say that they're haunted, and it scares everyone away from investigating. So we have yet again another orphan operation going on in the mid-1800s. And I'm just gonna let you know that this is going on and on and on. There were so many orphan operations going on in the mid-1800s because this was how they were repopulating these cities. So where were all these kids' parents? Is this where a lot of our families originated from? Is this why the family trees in the USA almost all end around the same time period? We are told hundreds of fire stories through the first 52 episodes. We know that that is the key, and the nod that it's a building that was constructed by the previous civilization. The St. Mary's Orphan Asylum For anyone wondering where the parents of these orphans were, you might want to check the other asylum, the insane asylum, because they were not going along with the reset. Here's a graph showing that the insane asylums are disappearing over time, and I wonder why. Good thing they cared so much about us in 1955 and 1965, because surely that was the fix. Oh, it wasn't? And then a fire had devastated the St. Mary's Orphan Asylum in 1875. If anyone is still on the fence, there is room over here to get off the fence. And honestly, who would want to sit on top of a fence anyway? So we have Ohio, Baltimore, Texas. We have all these towns and cities being repopulated. Brand new people, brand new social structures, brand new mindsets, and resetting what people are taught. This all happened around 150 years ago. So this is all very new. This isn't thousands of years ago. Then we have another very interesting aspect of this in Germany during this same exact time period. And remember, we also have good old Joseph from earlier, also from Germany. So here we are given the Kinderbewahrenstalt. And if I pronounce that wrong, I hope you all understand. This is where we are given kindergarten, another tactic to teach children the brand new social structures. What better way to trick people? Take them out of their family's home and tell them what to think, and then test them on it. Failing the test will then lower your self-esteem.
Are you kidding me? Yo. Hold on, y'all. Give me a sec.
Putting a social pressure on children to agree with this new way of thought, or they will be called dumb and get an F. This is an operation. It's all connected, and it's designed to enslave the world's population. Year after year, we are all taught a false narrative. We've all been brainwashed into thinking that you are either smart or dumb based on a curriculum that holds zero value in the real world.
Look, I don't know if, man, this one's tough, y'all. Look how they photoshopped this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dive more into this. This is gonna be a part 2 to this. I'm a video, but man, this is difficult. Look how they photoshopped this, y'all. It's all adding up, man.
Either smart or dumb based on a curriculum that holds zero value in the real world. Now, who knows if this Frederick Froebel was even a real character, but they do admit that kindergarten starts in Germany around the exact same time period that we're talking about, the mid-1800s. So I wanted to tie it all in with the rest of the world. This is a worldwide operation. This is not just the USA. We have a lot of things in the USA being controlled through Germany during this time period, especially the education aspect of it. And I want to point out that yes, we have borders and division now. We have so many countries in the world, and everyone is separated. And you're unable to travel to other lands unless you have a piece of paper that is registered and checked at the checkpoints. But who's to say that there even was a border in the previous civilization? Were there so-called elected leaders controlling everyone, deciding what we can and cannot do? Could they have had a truly free life where they were able to travel wherever they want freely and not feel like they're invading someone else's territory? I would say, in my opinion, this was the world that was here before the reset. And something happened where this past civilization was wiped out and their technology was stolen by
Hey guys, I got in the stream. I had a long day, and yeah, I gotta cut it short. But yeah, this is definitely yeah. But I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. New video coming soon.